jail by Broward Sheriff's deputies, and the main deputy involved claiming it was necessary to restrain her.
Well, BSO exonerated the deputies, but investigator Bob Norman has obtained new video that casts serious doubt on that finding. Here's Bob's report.
I had bruises all over my body. My face was swollen. My eye was basically swollen shut.
After Audra West, a tourist from Texas, was put in jail for disorderly conduct, an incident with Broward Sheriff's correctional deputies left her this way, battered and bruised.
It was frightening. It was absolutely frightening.
Now we have this video from inside the Pompano jail showing BSO deputy Kristen Connolly rising from her desk, grabbing some latex gloves and approaching West, who is in the foreground just outside of camera view. Another deputy, Henry Lawrence, gets in her way.
This is when the deputy's telling her, no, don't do it.
But Connolly gets past him, and as soon as the second glove snaps on,
she grabbed the girl up and started like swinging her back and forth. I'm sitting there and I'm just in shock.
This is the inmate in the video sitting in the chair who spoke on condition of anonymity. Did she do anything physically?
No.
To provoke this?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
After being thrown around, West turns to strike back at the deputy, a move her attorney, Gary Collin, says was instinctive self-defense. Once West is secured on the floor, Connolly drags her into the strip search room, and two female deputies, Joyce Johnson and Dorothy Jenkins, immediately follow her in. The door closes for about 3.5 minutes, during which West suffered her injuries.
She punched me in the face several times. There were other guards in there that were kicking me.
It started after West asked Connolly for a tampon.
The deputy said to her, no. And that's when she said, F you.
Her authority was challenged, and she was not going to let a prisoner under her custody say something to her that she didn't like.
6 days later, West filed an internal affairs complaint against her and the other deputies. It was only then, a full week after the incident, that Deputy Connolly finally wrote about what happened in a probable cause affidavit alleging Audra West had committed a crime, battery on a law enforcement officer.
That makes no sense whatsoever. Obviously, it shows that there's retaliation for filing the internal affairs complaint.
The state attorney's office refused to file the charges against West, saying she didn't appear to be a physical threat to Connolly before, quote, being forcefully dragged out of her chair into a room.
You can hear the screams, you can hear the thuds, the banging. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, they beating her up.
Connolly later admitted punching West in the face, and Deputy Johnson testified she struck West repeatedly in the ribs, both claiming it was necessary to restrain West.
If Audra was fighting so severely, why didn't the male deputy go into the room? He walks away.
BSO policy says any use of force must be both reasonable and necessary. Criminology professor Jeannie Stitchcomb said Connolly's actions didn't appear to be either.
She grabbed her with pretty aggressive force.
But Connolly was never disciplined and fully exonerated.
She should be counseled and retrained, not only for the benefit of that particular officer, but also to send a message that won't be tolerated in this organization.
Just sad to know that the deputy was exonerated, you know, but this is the America we live in.
Bob Norman, Local 10 News.
Sheriff Scott Israel refused a request from Bob for an interview on the West case, but issued a written statement standing by BSO's Professional Standards Committee, which made the decision to exonerate all deputies involved.